Hey Virgos, this is Paragia Tarot. I am here to do your reading for today. Um, Virgos, I'm just sorry, I'm really tired. I worked late tonight and I'm so tired, but I am here for you guys. All right, so universe. Oh, also, before we get started, guys, so I just wanted to remind everybody that I have my memberships all set up. And so if you join for memberships, what that does is that gets you access to all the extended readings. So for every single free reading, generally I have an extended reading. So it's like approximately 25 extended readings per month. So if that interests you, then yeah, check out my the join button. So universe, the person on my Virgo's mind, how do they feel towards Virgo, and what are the next actions they will take towards Virgo? What are their intentions towards Virgo? And we have the Strength card here. So you could be dealing with a Leo. Seeing some walking away or smoothing things over kind of energy. Maybe feeling guarded or dropping their guard. I feel like this could be somebody coming in towards you with a defeatist attitude, maybe hoping that if they, I feel like there could be fear that maybe you wouldn't forgive them, and so they feel like if they come into you and tell you how they're feeling, including having a defeatist attitude, that it could actually lead to victory. Almost not necessarily playing the victim, but just kind of like honesty in a way that is sort of self-deprecating. They're hoping that maybe you'll have compassion on them. You could be dealing with a Cancerian. Yeah, it feels like it's an approach, but it's an indirect approach with the Chariot in the reverse. So this, this is somebody approaching you, but trying and hoping that it works out, but thinking that maybe if they come in, they're worried that things will be incongruent, and so with the way that it just shuffled, so they are thinking that maybe if they come in with a less direct approach and they maybe, kind of play upon your compassion, that they could get you to forgive them. Yeah, with the Two of Cups in the reverse, someone feels betrayed and let down, most likely you. And this is somebody who knows, again, with the Justice and the Magician. We had this yesterday in the extended reading. This is somebody who knows that they did you wrong, and they know that you're in the right. They know that they owe you. They know that, I almost feel like you're vindicated, is what this feels like. In this person's eyes, they see that you were right, and that you were correct, and that where you were coming from was correct. And this is somebody who wants to come in and make things right with you. And they also want to honor your skills or your knowledge. They want to make you feel empowered. Or they feel like they need to let you, maybe they kind of need to hand the power over to you and kind of place the ball in your court to see if you will do something. It almost feels like fishing, though, like this is someone who wants to feel like you want them, and so they're kind of like, well, maybe if I throw out a line, then they'll either pick me up, they'll either hold on to me, or they'll let me go, kind of thing. But it does feel a little bit manipulative, and I kind of don't like that. I don't think that they're being terrible, but I feel like you deserve more than that. I feel like they should just be more direct. But with this, so it feels like just somebody who's not being as direct as they should be. They're wanting to communicate, but they're kind of sashaying around the issue, not being necessarily as straightforward as they should. Maybe being a little bit kind of misdirecting. It doesn't feel like dishonesty or hostility. It feels like a bit of a misdirecting kind of energy to try and see if you like them. With the Ten of Cups to the Judgment, this is somebody who wants the Ten of Cups with you. They want things to start over. And I'm seeing the 10 and the 2 10s here. So I feel like this is somebody who really wants fulfillment with you. Interesting. I feel like there's something about those two, the 3 tens. Maybe something else will be shown about that. Yeah, because this is somebody maybe who took too long to decide whether or not they wanted a reunion. I feel like it was because they were trying to squeeze a certain juice out of the lemon, if you know what I mean. Like they were trying to kind of get you to react in a certain way or act in a certain way that made them feel wanted, made them feel built up and important. But I don't think they're getting it. Yeah, I think this is somebody realizing that they can't just lay on top of the on top of the old clock there and just wait for you to do something. They are basically feeling a strong sense of urgency to reach out, that if they don't do something and if they don't stop procrastinating, that it's basically going to be screwed. They're going to be screwed. And I think it almost, they might not even fully realize how how over it would be, is what I'm sensing. Like this is somebody who maybe isn't even like seeing that like it would be truly, because there's just a level of hurting somebody where they lose all feelings for you, and even if they're choosing to forgive you, that they're not able to give you anything romantically anymore because it's just over. It's like you can hurt somebody so much that even if in their heart they want to forgive you, they just can't give you anything romantic anymore, because if you hurt somebody for enough and for long enough, you convince their heart that you don't care about them. And they're, to the point that there can be no successful rationalizing or explaining, because you've just shown this person and they've had that you don't want them, and they've been forced to accept it, and they feel it deep in their soul. And, and to the point that it makes this person, even if they have goodwill towards you, just not be able, they can't feel anything for you anymore. Because that's what love is. It's the hope that somebody else will love you. It's the hope that somebody else loves you and will care about you. And if you leave somebody in a place of desolation for long enough when they really cared and wanted something from you, then you convince their heart that you don't care about them. Yeah, it's like this is somebody who's needing to come out of a fantasy. They're needing to face something that maybe might feel shocking or hard to look at for them. Because I feel like they could be deluding themselves. It's like, especially in a circumstance where like, yeah, I feel like this person has tried to block out their own realizations. They feel like they've been trapped or stuck. But the thing is that even if they have been trapped or stuck, how are you supposed to know? Either way, they should communicate and tell you that. Yeah, this person is reminiscing. They're thinking about you. They're dwelling on you. But the thing is, that's the thing. It's like when you have a situation like this, and I keep seeing one day in the reverse. Yeah, this person cannot put it off. They can't have a one-day fantasy. They need to do something now. Yeah. What was I saying? Dang it. I think it'll come back. So yeah, only you in the reverse. So I feel like this person in their heart is devoted to you, but they're hiding it because they feel like there's something that they're trapped in. Something that choosing it was a mistake. And I think that they are maybe not playing the victim anymore when it comes to that, but they're looking at it and seeing that like, I chose that, I chose that. And, yeah. And so they're not, yeah, it's like but that is, potentially what is something that is bringing them into their power, is that they're realizing that I actually did choose this, in your person's situation. And so they're seeing that they have the power in regards to what they think. Yeah, twin flame in the reverse. So this person is worried about, they perceive you as their twin flame, but I feel like the connection could be growing a little bit weak. Yeah, they're watching for you and longing for you and wanting to know how you feel. It could be because somebody is in great pain and they're trying to not feel the pain of the betrayal in this situation. Maybe that this person allowed other attachments or third parties or peers to influence them. Yeah, this is somebody who is now maybe doubting whether or not they should return. Or this could be someone doubting whether or not the other person will return. Yeah, this one partner here is obsessive. But I feel like they need, this person, if there is somebody who's obsessive, they need to take steps to do something about it. Yeah, cloudy judgment, illusions, unbalanced and distorted. But, you know, it just seems like this person, they need to get out. They need to get out from the influences that are clouding their judgment. And, you know, but will they? You know, because it could be people, it could be circumstances, it could be, you know, substances, it could be all kinds of things. But I feel like what's happening behind the scenes is that, you know, somebody, most likely you, Virgo, is feeling this sense of finality of like, I just can't wait any longer. This person has made me feel like they don't care. You know, to the point where it's going deep inside of my heart and I'm just having to like let go fully and finally. Oh, that's what I was saying, is that a lot of the time this can happen in a dynamic where one person is the person who gets ghosted and hurt and rejected, and the other person doesn't. And so they think that they can just keep things going and that, oh, it's, you know, everything's still working. And it's like, no, you only feel that way because your feelings weren't hurt. You weren't betrayed, whereas this other person was. And so they're going through an entire maze of emotions and experience that is totally different from what you're going through. So just because you feel like things could still work out, or it doesn't mean that the other person feels this way. You know, in a dynamic between two people, you have to pay attention to the other person and how they feel, and not just how you feel. So I don't know, I feel like that could be for a cross watcher, maybe your person, Virgo. So universe, what can you tell me about this situation for my Virgos? Yeah, it feels like what's happening is that you've been trying to keep your heart open to this person and keep believing, and it's just getting to the point where you're breaking down, you know, and that is I feel like that's frankly kind of the lesson of this reading, is that you can only hurt somebody so far. And even if they do have a heart to forgive you, and even if they do have the will to forgive you, sometimes you can hurt someone bad enough that even if they still feel goodwill towards you, they can't feel love, because you have to treat someone like what's inside of them is precious, and that you value that. And that if they cry out to you or tell you that they need you in some way, and you just blow that off and treat that person like they're nothing, and do things that, I mean, especially if things have been done that are a total violation of loyalty. Basically, the only way that this person, what I'm sensing, Virgo, the only way that this person can heal this is if they immediately come forth and communicate with you and tell you how they feel. It just feels like what's going on in your heart is that you just don't have any more left, even with the will to decide to forgive or to hold on. You know, these forces within us are beyond our control at a certain level. Our capacity to love someone, even in the face of them treating us horribly, is not limitless. You know, we can have the will to forgive someone and yet still reach the point where it can no longer be personal. It can be benevolent or parent-like or filled with pity, but it cannot be any longer, it cannot be personal anymore. So yeah, I feel like this is like for your person, Virgo, if there's like a cross watcher watching, that this is saying that, like, if this is a situation where the desire is to keep it going and to hold on to the connection, then it doesn't matter where this person is, what's going on in their life, how pathetic it is, how bad it is, how unideal it is, how much they messed up. They just need to reach out to you, or it's going to be over, is what I'm sensing. It's going to be totally over emotionally for you. Okay. That is the stiff warning that I have for your person, Virgo. So, what advice can we get for my Virgos, universe? Show the world the real you. Absolutely. This is a call to your person, Virgo. Oh, and full moon in Aquarius. Wow. So there's a full moon in Aquarius coming up, guys. Oh my gosh, that's crazy. On the 9th. And oh my gosh, that's so crazy. This could be saying that something's going to happen. I mean, like the full moon on the 9th is actually pretty massive, because on the 11th, I believe, is when Jupiter and Venus conjunct in Cancer, which is a big deal. And then also on the 12th is when Mercury stations direct. So, you know, we've got stuff happening. So it's most likely going to be a powerful moon. But wow. But I feel like what this is saying is it's a message to your person to take a risk. You know, I know that when you love someone, you want to come forward in a way that seems perfect and impressive, etc., etc. But from the sense of this situation, Virgo does not feel perfect and does not feel, you know, it's like you just have to be real. You know, and it's like coming forward and taking a risk and just showing this person that, you know, how you really feel, and showing them your heart, because otherwise I feel like it's going to be over anyways, you know. So you might as well, if this is something that you value, drop your pride, have some courage, reach out to your person. Yeah. Step out of your comfort zone, North Node. So step towards your fate. Take a risk, step out of what makes you feel comfortable. And yeah, don't let your past hold you back. Oh my gosh, this is speaking pretty strongly. And I feel like because we have the both of here, we have the nodes of fate, this is saying that what you choose to do right now with this sort of call to action is going to have a profound effect upon your future, upon your fate, that you're going to feel it, most likely for years to come. You need to, you know, if you want to let this go, fine, that's your choice. But if this is something that you want with your Virgo, or, you know, wherever you stand in this connection, you need to take action, and you need to have some courage and just show this person the real you, and have the courage to just tell them what's going on, because otherwise you're going to lose them, is what I'm seeing here. So anyways, guys, I'm going to move into the extended. If that's something that appeals to you, yeah, sign up, and I will speak to you guys soon.